Excuse me, sir. You are not audible. Sir,
All right. So all your goals and objectives that we clear should be SMART. S is specific, as clear as possible, as detailed as possible. Quantified goals should be there. Okay. Next, measurable, something that you can measure. So if I continue from previous example, if we should lose 20 kilograms of weight, so there the 20 kilograms you can measure accurately. After a couple of days, you can measure the weight and I can say, okay, I lost 1 kilogram or whatever it is, I lost 500 grams. You can measure your progress. Okay. Similarly, it should be achievable, something that is reasonable enough. Don't create unrealistic goals. Your goals and objectives should always be realistic and something that is either achievable or attainable. Both are same English meaning. And next one is R is for relevant. Relevant means what, sir? Ultimately, your goal should take you towards your vision statement. Ultimately, it should help you in reaching your mission statement. Your goals should be relevant to your original purpose of starting the company. Okay. And next one, last one is timely or time bound. Matlab, don't create uh, you know not unrealistic, but don't create goals without having a deadline. Your goals should always have a deadline. By this time I have to complete this many chapters. So always have a deadline in mind when you are talking or creating your goals and objectives. So that is your basic theoretical concept relating to mission, vision, goals, objectives, and budgets or targets. All clear? Next. Next, let's move on further. So next concept or next point of discussion for us would be very interesting, ma. So I'll just try to give you one nice summary kind of a thing. All right. So when we are talking about analysis, organizational analysis or whatever kind of analysis, sir, planning involves analysis, right? So when we talk about analysis, we need to understand some hierarchies, different levels of analysis. So what are those? We'll study now. So first, if I talk about a company, so company should first do its internal analysis. Okay. Internally within the company, we have to do some analysis to find out what is happening inside the company. Then we have to do an analysis of the industry in which we are working in. Industry level का analysis करना पड़ता है. Suppose if I'm talking about TCS. So TCS is the company. TCS belongs to software industry. Okay, so software industry का analysis होता है. Then ultimately we will do पूरा environment और economy का analysis. Okay, so these are the different types of analysis which we need to do. So first we need to do the internal analysis of that particular company. Then we need to analyze the industry in which we are operating in. Then we also need to look at the environment in which we are working. All right. So first let's see about the internal analysis part. So internal analysis करने के लिए you have two tools. What are the two tools, sir? First one is your SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis is your first one. And the second one is your BCG matrix. Boston Consultation Group or Consultancy Group. BCG matrix. So SWOT analysis talks about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Whereas BCG matrix discusses about the products that you are having, different products or different kinds of services that you are providing. Basically, your portfolio of your products or services, right? So what was the example we did in your class? I guess, huh? Apple. Okay, so if I talk about Apple as an example, so Apple has different products. So what are the products Apple has? It has iPhones, iPads, smart accessories, watches, AirPods, and all that stuff. Then you have some outdated concepts also. I mean, not outdated, but you have underperforming aspects of Apple, like Apple TV, iPods, outdated iPods. So these things are also there. But now Apple has stopped producing iPods after the iPhone 3. But okay, anyways, fine. Apple TV, if we take it as an example, it's a very, very undergrowing market and also underperforming product in a particular segment. So in BCG, what do? We try to discuss about the different products that we have in our portfolio, and then we classify which one of them are stars, which one of them going to cash cows, and what are the remaining two? Question marks and dogs, right? So we'll look at which product or which service goes into which particular quadrant. Very good. You still remember topics from your first semester. Huh. Okay. Acha, BCG and all you remember clearly. Okay. Acha, okay. Cool. So SWOT analysis and BCG will be there for internal analysis. Then for industry level analysis, what is the tool we use? We use the Porter's 5 forces. So quickly, what are the Porter's 5 forces, sir? Threat of substitution, threat of bargaining power of customers, threat of bargaining power of suppliers, then threat of new entrants into the market, and threat of substitution. Another products, alternatives, right? So these are your 5 forces that are laid down by Porter. And then environmental level ka analysis karne ke liye we use the PEST or PESL. Sir, PEST is same as PESL. PEST full form kya aata hai? Political, economical, social, technological. LE kya hota hai? Legal and environmental. So L is legal and E is environmental. So what do we do with L and E? Environmental. So L, legal, goes into the political part. Legal will go into political and environmental will go into social. Economic kaise hota hai? Environment. Environment goes into the social factors. So PEST and PESL are the same thing. In PESL, we separate political and legal. In case of PEST, we club them both into one. So it's the same thing. Whether you are following PEST analysis or PESL analysis, it's the same. All right. Chalo. So now let's talk about one by one. So the first matrix kya hai? First technique we use is SWOT. So S is strengths, W is weakness, O is opportunities, and T is threats. So here we also know that Strengths and weaknesses are internal to the company, and threats and opportunities are external factors, right? And SWOT analysis does not talk about strategies. Please be very careful. So SWOT only talks about, the name itself is clear na, SWOT is only for analysis. Strategy will not be there in SWOT. SWOT will only tell you what are your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So SWOT is just a list of items, list of your strengths, list of your weaknesses. It does not tell you what to do. It only tells you what are what. So then the ulta of that, SWOT ka ulta, TAUS matrix, right? So TAUS kya hota hai? Same thing, threats, opportunities, weaknesses, and strengths. Same thing, but in TAUS, what do we do, sir? We lay down the strategy that is suitable for that particular quadrant. So what to do when you have strengths plus weakness? What to do when you have strengths plus opportunity? What to do you have when strengths plus weakness? What to do with opportunity and a threat? Okay, so different possibilities. I guess you will get 12 possibilities by using the 4 variables, n into n minus 1. If my memory is right, I don't know exactly how many you will get, but you can find it out. All okay? Chalo. So what to do with each quadrant? I'll take 2 or 3 as an example, not more than that. Sir, what should we do when you have a strength and a weakness? Use your strengths to overcome your weakness. See, for example, I have a very bad weakness. I cannot sit and study for 5 hours. I also have a strength that 1 hour I sit and study, I'll study a lot. So I have to use my strengths to overcome my weakness. So I'll have to make sure that I can study 1 hour without any kind of distraction so that I can complete 5 hours ka portion. So use your strengths to overcome your weaknesses. Similarly, if I talk about, this is repeated, okay. Chalo, theek hai, koi problem nahi. Strengths plus weakness, strengths plus opportunity. Okay, opportunity plus threats and opportunity plus weakness. Okay, cool. So then what shall we do when you have a strength and an opportunity, sir? This is the best possible thing for you, right? This is where your business can thrive. You have a strength and there is an opportunity that meets your strength. So this is which you should exploit and you should make the best benefit out of these kind of scenarios, right? Then opportunity and a threat. Sir, this is the most dangerous thing for you. You have, opportunity and threat. That is a rare combination. Both are external factors. You either have an opportunity or you have a threat. So usually this does not happen most of the time. So we'll ignore that. Opportunities and weakness. This is the dangerous part for you. Sir, you have a weakness and your threat is exactly that weakness. Imagine your weakness is not studying, which is common weakness for all the students. We do not study till the date of exam. That is our weakness. And your faculty gave you a big threat that sudden test tomorrow morning. Now what happened? Your weakness is exploited by a threat in the market. So what will you guys do? Absent on that day. You will be absent on that day. You will bunk the college, right? That is what you will do when you have an, oh, this is what? Opportunity and weakness. It should be threat and weakness. Take a job here, whatever. Okay. So when you have a threat and weakness, what we'll do, sir? We will run away from those kind of scenarios. We will try to avoid those situations from happening in the business. All right. Chalo. So these are your TAUS matrix and SWOT analysis. Sir, SWOT does not give you strategy. SWOT only tells you the analysis. TAUS will tell you the strategy that should be followed or the action that should be taken when you have a particular quadrant. So that is your SWOT and TAUS. Is that clear? Chalo. So the next concept would be time mappa. Acha, theek hai. How can I do that? You guys should be doing that, right?